reminder like a weeks ago. I deleted the photos, I burned the script. Lies. But my hands didn't get the memo. Deep breath. They're still looking for you, like they're programmed to stay. 6 a.m. and I'm walking through the hall, tracing the place where your shadow used to fall. I made 2 cups of coffee, I put the sugar man yours. Before I remembered I locked all the doors. To the past I'm a forensic detective for the daily routine, analyzing the ghost of the girl I've been. I reached for your hand at the light in the car, only to realize how far away you are. It's a 4K hat that a high definition glitch, a spiritual twitch I can't seem to unswitch. And my nerves are still firing, the signal is strong, telling me you're right when I know it's so wrong. Oh, the reflex is heavy, oh, I wasn't ready to be so low. Cause it's just muscle memory tonight, reaching for you in the middle of the light. My heart is a ghost ship, sailing on its own, programmed for us, that's no longer known. Oh, I'm a hot fashion tragedy, a soul on repeat, watching the always suffer defeat. Oh, muscle memory, you're still a part of me. Yeah, look, shit the instinct, shit the wire and check the drive. I'm a forensic detective just trying to survive. I'm analyzing the touch, I'm analyzing the weight of a love that's been sealed by a 4K flake. You weren't a choice, you were a reflex in my blood. Now I'm just drowning in the emotional flood of the habits. I'm a 4K disaster in a velvet night room, wiping the mascara from this neurological doom. I'm a satellite falling to a cold hard floor, tied to a man who doesn't live here anymore. Ho, get an action, I'm a reaction, you leave. Stuck in the silence of the things I believe. Stop reaching, stop hoping, stop looking for the door to be open. My body won't listen, 'cause it's just muscle memory tonight, reaching for you in the middle of the light. My heart is a ghost ship, sailing on its own, hoping for a heart that's unknown. I'm still waking up on my side of the bed. I'm still waking up on my side of the bed. I checked the viewer list again. Everyone is there. The strangers, the bots, the old friends. Everyone but you. I guess I'm finally silent on your end. I'm posting for an audience of one, but the one is gone. I'm acting like I'm fine, I'm acting like I'm moving on. I put on the dress you liked, I go to the place we knew, hoping that a 15-second clip will lead me back to you. But you found the mute button, found the hide key, decided that my face was something you didn't need to see. To get through your day, to get through your night, you've dimmed the volume on us and you've turned off the light. We're still following, yeah, the label's still there, but it's a hollow point connection and a ghost-filled air. And I'm shouting into a void that used to be a home, watching my circle stay gray while I'm out here alone. You didn't leave, you just stopped listening. 'Cause I'm just a mute story in your feet tonight, a ghost in the corner of your artificial light. You didn't have the heart to block, didn't have the nerve to go, so you just silenced the parts of me you don't wanna know. Yeah, I'm active now, but I'm invisible to you, drowning in the pixels and the digital blue. Muted story, I'm screaming in the silence. Yeah, look, it's the polite way to kill me, the civil way to ghost, keeping me on the list while I'm the one you miss the most. Or maybe you don't, maybe I'm just noise in the track, and you're too chill to actually be cut the cord in the back. I see you like When you don't see me cry, is it easier? When you don't have to say goodbye, baby, you just block me. 'Cause I'm just a nudist story in your feed tonight. A ghost in the corner of your artificial life. You didn't have to heart the bad, didn't have the nerve to go. So you just silenced the parts of me you don't wanna know. I'm archiving the memory. The rain is slicking down the boulevard tonight, reflecting every shade of ever existential light. Magenta streaks across the hood of a passing car, reminding me of exactly where you aren't and where you are. I'm standing in the doorway of the shop that's long been closed, in a city that's too loud for the secrets I've disclosed. The open sign is flickering, a frantic buzzing red, like the static of the I miss you that I haven't even said. It's a beautiful distraction, this electric kind of glow, painted over all the things I don't want you to know. The city's breathing heavy, but I'm holding on to life, cutting through the midnight with a neon-colored knife. And I'm drowning in this neon loneliness, looking for a heartbeat in a digital mess. It's pink and blue and hollow, it's a high voltage ache. How many pretty lights does a broken spirit take? I'm a silhouette in the glare, I'm a ghost in the street, with a world of artificial warmth beneath my feet. Yeah, the glow is blinding, but I'm lost in the mess of this electric heavy neon loneliness. I check my phone and the blue light hits my eyes, a tiny glowing window into all our buried lies. I see her at that bar we loved, the one with the velvet seats. I can almost hear the rhythm of the songs and the beats. You look so verified, you look so active. Now I'm trying to remember how to breathe and how to bow out of a story that's been edited to death, leaving me with nothing but this paper and my breath. It's a beautiful distraction, this electric kind of glow, trying to hide the fact that I have nowhere left to go. The city's breathing heavy, but I'm holding on for life, cutting through the midnight with a neon-colored knife. And I'm drowning in this neon loneliness, looking for a heartbeat in a digital mess. It's pink and blue and hollow, it's a high voltage ache. How many pretty lights does a broken spirit take? I'm a silhouette in the blood of a ghost in the street, with a world of artificial warmth beneath my feet. Yeah, the glow is blinding, but I'm lost in the mess of this electric heavy neon lonely. Break the glass, turn off the hum. I'm waiting for a feeling that'll never ever come. You can filter the sadness, you can saturate it, the pain, but you can't stop the cold when it's pouring in the rain. Turn off the lights, let me see the dark. I'm tired of being a pixel, I just wanna spark. I'm voices ache? How many pretty lights does a broken spirit take? I'm still white, keep dwelling on ghost days, street with a weight of artificial beneath my feet. The sun goes dark, the hum dies out, and I'm still here. The white lines are a blur in the 405. The only proof I have that I'm still alive. My hands on the wheel, but my mind's in the past, wondering how something so heavy couldn't last. The dashboard is glowing in a soft, sickly green, painting a portrait of the me you hadn't seen. I'm overanalyzing every turn that I take, counting the miles and the hearts that we break. I'm checking the rear view to see if you're there, but it's just a shadow of my own messy hair. The GPS tells me your house is 10 minutes away, but I'm light years from the things I'm too chicken to say. And I'm lost in these night drive ruminations again, replaying the how, the why, and the when. Talking to the ghost in the passenger seat, driving in circles on a one-way street. The radio static, but I hear your voice, caught in the wreckage of a bad, lonely choice. Yeah, the city is sleeping, but I'm wide awake in these night drive ruminations for my own sake. I passed the 24-hour diner where we used to go, the one with the neon and the coffee that's slow. I almost pulled over, I almost went in just to see if the air still tasted like then. But I kept my foot down, I kept the car straight, negotiating terms with a cold-blooded fate. You're probably dreaming, you're probably fine. I'm tracing the curve of a center lane right. I'm checking the rear view, but the road is just black. There's no U-turn, sorry, they can take us both back. The GPS tells me rerouting the path, but I'm still feeling at the emotional mass. And I'm lost in these light drive ruminations again, replaying the how, the why, and the when. Talking to the ghost in the passenger seat, driving in circles on a one-way street. The radio static, but I hear your voice, caught in the wreckage of a bad, lonely choice. Yeah, this city is sleeping, but I'm wide awake in these night drive ruminations for my own sake. How many hours does it take to forget? How many miles until I'm out of the net? I'm driving to the edge where the pavement turns to dust, trying to outrun the weight in the eyes, but the car is a cage and the thoughts are fire, and I'm just a girl on a four-wheeled wire. I'm lost in these night drive ruminations again, replaying the how, the why, and the when. Talking to the ghost in the passenger seat, driving in circles on a one-way street. The radio static, but I hear your voice, caught in the wreckage of a bad, lonely choice. The tank is on empty, the sun's almost up. I'm pulling over with with a half-empty cup. Ruminations. I saw you posted a picture at 3 a.m. You look thinner than you did back then, and your eyes had that shadow, the one I used to kiss away. I reached for my phone, I had so much I wanted to say. Wondered if you'd eaten, or if you were drinking again. Worrying about you used to be my oxygen, but I caught my reflection in the dark of the hallway light, and remembered I don't have a seat at your table tonight. It's a ghostling reaching out for a hand that isn't there. It's the habit of loving you hanging in the air, but the locks have been changed and the boundaries are drawn. I'm a stranger to the version of you that's moving on. It's not my problem anymore if you're lonely. It's not my problem if you're missing your only. If you're driving too fast or you're losing your way, I don't get to be the one who asks you to stay. I've been retired from the job of keeping you whole. I'm a bystander now, watching the waves take your soul. It's a cold kind of freedom, a heavy-duty chore to tell myself you're not my problem anymore. I heard through a friend that you're seeing someone new. Does she know about the midnight you? Does she know how to quiet the storm in your head? Or is she just occupying my side of the bed? I almost call her to tell her the things she should know, to warn her about how you're fast and then slow. But I pulled back the curtain and let the foam hit the floor, because your chaos, it doesn't live here anymore. It's the muscle memory of trying to save your life, while I'm the one bleeding out from the edge of the knife. The boundary just steady, the bridges are burned, and this is the hardest lesson I've ever learned. 'Cause it's not my problem anymore if you're lonely. It's not my problem if you're missing your only. It's not my problem if you're missing your lane. If you're driving too fast or you're losing your way, I don't get to be the one who asked you to stay. I've been retired from the job of keeping you whole. Watching the darkness swallow your soul. You're safe, but I'm not the one keeping you that way or sad. And I'm not the one who can make it okay. Not my problem, not my problem. They say the brightest stars burn the fastest. We weren't just bright, we were dangerous. Now the sky is empty, but my eyes still sting.
Yeah. We were high definition, 4K heat. Walking through the world with the sun at our feet. I didn't see the pressure building up in the core. I just kept asking for a little bit more of the light, of the glow, of the way that you felt before the iron started to melt. It was a beautiful burn, a gorgeous mistake. Watching the foundation start to tremble and shake, and the senses are screaming, the needles are red. Everything we were spinning right in my head. Oh, it's happening, oh, it's shattering. The light is taking over. 'Cause it wasn't no burst in the dark, leaving a permanent radioactive mark. You went out in a second, you went out in a blaze, leaving me lost in a violet blue haze. Oh, I'm blinded by the ghost of what we used to be. A half-assed tragedy that's drowning me. Oh, Nova burst. The silence is the part that hurts the worst. Yeah, look, check the luminosity, check the debris. I'm a forensic detective of the used to be. You were a once in a century cosmic event. Now I'm just a casualty of the energy spent. Was it too much passion? Was it too much pride that made the whole universe collide? I'm a 4K disaster in my black suit scene, wiping the pixels of the home that should have been whole. You're the vacuum, you're the thief, you're the ghost, taking the parts of the light I needed the most. I'm breathing in the dust of a collapsed dream, stuck in the middle of a high-block scheme.
If I close my eyes, I can still see the flash of fire within my hands. I'm just holding the edge.
You burned the vision out of me.
'Cause it wasn't no burst in the dark, leaving a permanent radioactive mark. You went out in a second, you went out in a blaze, leaving me lost in a violet blue Nova burst. I used to have a name that sounded like home in your mouth. I had a zip code, a purpose, and a place to belong. But you took the map when you left, and now the satellites can't find me. I'm just a glitch in the 4K render. 6 a.m. and I'm chasing the static on the screen. High definition version of a girl who hasn't been seen. I'm a forensic detective of the blank and the null, analyzing why my spirit feels so incredibly dull. You were the compass, you were the true north line. Now I'm just a 4K disaster trying to be fine. I'm counting the pixels, I'm counting the gray, watching the always just drift all away. I'm a 4K tragedy in a velvet line room, wiping the nowhere from the cinematic gloom. And the signal is fading, and the coordinates are wrong. I'm losing the battle for where I belong. Out
Check the data, check the log, check the grain. I'm a forensic detective, but invisible pain. I'm analyzing the vac and the lack and the gone. Walking through the static and the brain still dawn. You want a lover, you were a total eraser, leaving me to run like a high definition chaser of a ghost. I'm a satellite falling into a deep black hole, whacking itself from the remains of my soul. I'm a 4K disaster in a silken lead dress, drowning in the pixels of this atmospheric mag mass. Oh, you're the departure, I'm the mass you ignore, leaving me to battle on the storage room floor.
If no one is looking, do I still have a face? If no one is calling, do I still have a place? I'm disappearing alone. I'm just a nowhere girl tonight, fading in another artificial light. I got my destination, I've got no stay, watching my identity just melt all away. Oh, I'm just
white noise now. I'm just white noise now.
$6 a.m. and the light is a 4K blur, tracing the ghosts of the people we were. I'm walking the kitchen, I'm pouring the glass, watching the high definition, I was past like static. I'm a forensic detective with the code and the gray, analyzing why the color won't stay in the frame. I'm counting the thuds, I'm counting the rate of a high fashion love that arrived too late. I'm a 4K disaster in a velvet night cell, wiping the mascara from this clinical hell. And the signal is steady, but the life is a ghost. I'm losing the version of me I love the most. Oh, the frequency is dropping, oh, the us is stopping. It's hard, cause I got a numb pulse tonight, beating in the shadow of the artificial lights. A rhythmic devotion to a love that's dead, a 4K version of the things we never said. Oh, I'm a high fashion tragedy, a soul in a freeze, watching the always fall to his knees. Oh, numb pulse. I'm just a ghost in the cold. Yeah, look, check the waveform, check the fader, check the grain. I'm a forensic detective with a hidden pain. I'm analyzing the echo, the jump and the skip, the way that forever started to lose its grip. You wanna love it, you were just background noise, using my spirit like one of your toys to break. I'm a satellite falling to a cold hard floor, wiping the static from the bedroom door. I'm ghosting in the render, I'm fading in the cut, leaving me with my eyes wide shut. Oh, you're the buffer, I'm a stream that you break, living in the wreckage of a 4K mistake. Does it count as life if the feeling is gone? Does it count as day in this grayscale dawn? The beat is shifting echo, cause I got a numb pulse tonight, beating in the shadow of the artificial lights. A rhythmic devotion to a love that's dead, a 4K version of the things we never said. And just gone through the motions. I used to be afraid of the deep. I used to fight to keep my head above the waves, but the water is so heavy now, and I finally stopped looking for the shore. I'm watching the light turn from blue into black, knowing there's no way to swim my way back. The anchor you dropped was a beautiful chain,
woven with promises. Salt in the rain, I'm descending in silence. I'm losing the heat in a high definition version of a total defeat. I'm a satellite falling to a bed made of sand, far away from the touch of your warm-blooded hand. And the pressure is building, it's holding me tight in a world where the day is the same as the night. Oh, the surface is gone. Oh, I'm moving on into the deep, 'cause I'm living on the ocean floor tonight, where there's no more trying, there's no more fight. The weight of your goodbye is 1,000-ton sea, crushing the version of who I used to be. I'm a shipwrecking silk, I'm a ghost in the cold, trading the future for a story already told. Oh, ocean floor, I don't breathe for you anymore.
Yeah, look, check the depth, check the pressure, check the dark. I'm a forensic detective of a cold water squawk, analyzing the sill, analyzing the bone of a love that was destined to end up alone. In the trenches, I'm a 4-key disaster, and a bioluminescence, wiping the salt from the home. That should have been, was it the gravity, or was it the pride that pulled the whole ocean to the broken side? I'm a 4K relic in a velvet lined grave, the only thing left that you didn't wanna save. Oh, you're the tide, I'm the weight that you left, witnessing the aftermath of an emotional death.
If I stay here, is it finally quiet? If I let go, do I end the riot?
The pressure is the only thing holding me together.
I'm living on the ocean floor tonight, where there's no more trying, there's no more fight. The weight of your goodbye is 1,000-ton sea. Infernally still. There's nothing left to protect. The ribs are just bars on a room that's been cleared out. I'm looking at the scan and there's no us in the center. Just a high definition hollow, just a place where the wind comes to hide.
6 a.m. and I'm tracing the edge of the void of the 4K sanctuary that you completely destroyed. No more prop heart, no more method and scene, just a high definition space where there always have been. I'm a forensic detective of the nothing and none, analyzing the damage now that the performance is done. I'm counting the shadows, I'm counting the air, trying to find a single spark that you might have left there. But the center is cold, the center is wide, in a 4K disaster where I got nowhere to hide.
And the pressure is gone, but the emptiness weighs ton after ton on these grayscale days. Oh, the vacancy is screaming, oh, I must be dreaming. But the echo is real, 'cause I'm an open cavity tonight, hollowed out and frozen in the artificial light. The heart is a memory, the soul is a ghost. I'm just a rocket to the girl I love the most. Oh, I'm a half-fashion tragedy, a shell on the floor, watching the wind blow through the center of my core. Open cavity, there's no more me.
Yeah, look, check a blueprint, check the hollow, check the grain. I'm a forensic detective of the negative pain. I'm analyzing the vacuum, the lack, and the gone. Walking through the ruins in the grayscale dawn. You weren't a visitor, you were an excavation, leaving me stranded in this 4K condition. I'm satellite flickering dot.
Can you hear the echo when I call your name? Who's the silence? The only thing that remains.
There's nothing left inside, 'cause I'm an open cavity tonight, hallowed out and frozen in the artificial light. The hell is a memory, the soul is a ghost. I'm just the wreckage of the girl I love the most. I'm finally empty, empty, I'm finally empty, empty, empty.
I'm finally empty. They told me time was a doctor, but I think the clock is just a witness. It's still fresh, and still, don't touch it. I'm walking through the grocery store, staring at the fruit, trying not to think about the way you used to suit my every single habit, my every single mood. Now the atmosphere is heavy and the world is feeling rude. Every song on the radio is a finger in the cut. I'm trying to keep the door to my memory shut, but the hinges are broken and the lock is a lie. I'm a high definition, less under a low definition sky. People say you're looking better, yeah, they see the outer shell, but they don't see the basement where I'm living in this hell. And the air is hitting the places where you used to hold me tight. It's a different kind of cold in the middle of the light. The exposure is peaking, and my heart is still leaking, 'cause I'm an open wound, walking down the street, bleeding out the rhythm of a love and retreat. Everything is sensitive, everything is raw. I'm the biggest casualty that you ever saw. Yeah, I'm trying to stay covered, trying to stay brave, but I'm drowning in the mercy that you never gave. Open wound, I'm not even close to a scar. Yeah, look, put a bandage on it, give it a rest. Like I'm not out here failing every emotional test. I see your name in the captions, I see your face in the crowd, and the silence in my bedroom is getting way too loud. I'm picking at the memories like a scab on my soul, watching it every day lose all its control. Is it a process or is it a play? 'Cause my future's looking dark and my always is vague. I'm a forensic detective of the moment of toy, analyzing the blood on the kitchen floor of our history, our chemistry, our digital ties. I'm the only one left with peace or water eyes. Don't tell me that it'll be fine. Don't tell me to draw the line. It's still bleeding. Hasn't even started to heal. I thought we could just fix the heart. I thought if we patched the leak, we'd survive the night. But the poison traveled too far. It's a total shutdown, and there are no more parts to replace. First the vision went blurry, then the memory went cold. Watching the 4K version of our story get old. I couldn't hear the I love you through the static and the noise, losing the frequency of your high
definition voice. The sanctuary is empty, the oxygen is gone. I'm a forensic detective of a grayscale dawn. I'm counting the systems, I'm counting the fails, analyzing the way that the forever exhales. This last breath, I'm tracing the toxins, I'm tracing the lies, watching the resolution drop in your cinematic eyes. And the power is flickering, the backup is weak. I'm losing the dialogue, you refuse to speak. Oh, the rhythm is flat, oh, there's no coming back from the voice. Cause it's a total organ failure tonight, systematic shutdown in the middle of the night. It's not just the heart, it's the soul in the brain, drowning in the 4K version of the pain. Oh, my heart flashing tragedy, your body in the red, watching the always fall over and dead. Oh, organ failure, cause no one to save her. Yeah, look, check the vitals, check the chemistry, check the grain. I'm a forensic detective of the systemic pain. I'm analyzing the failure, the crash and the burn, realizing there's no way for the life to return. You weren't a lover, you were the systemic shock, turning the future into a cold granite rock. I'm a 4K disaster, in the feather line wound, wiping the mascara from this clinical doom. Oh yeah, the toxin, I'm the damage you ignore, leaving me to rattle on the cold tile floor. It's a plastic devotion, a high blood sham, and I'm only one who knows how hollow I am. If I can't breathe, do you lose your attitude? If I can't see, am I falling good with you? The whole system is gone. Does it set Cause it's a total organ failure tonight, systematic shutdown in the middle of the night. It's not just the heart, it's the soul and the brain, drowning in the 4K version of the pain. Time of death now. Time of death now. This title is the crowning achievement of your Hollywood series Oscar performance. It's about the ultimate betrayal, realizing that the person you loved didn't just lie. They gave a world-class, award-winning performance of the soulmate. It's the bitter irony of wanting to applaud them for how perfectly they fooled you, even as your heart is in pieces on the red carpet. For Suno Audio, I recommend a grand XCC R&B ballad. Think the vocal power of Adele mixed with the dark, expensive cinematic production of SZA. The envelope is open, everyone's holding their breath, waiting for the name. I should have seen the rehearsal in your eyes. Deep breath, you really made me believe you were mine. You held my hand like a lifeline when the lights were low, giving the world a 4K version of a forever show. Every I love you had the perfect time and the perfect tone, while you were building the kingdom on a hollow throne. I was the co-star, the believer, the one in the dark, igniting the flame for your artificial spark. I'm looking at the footage, I'm looking at the grace of the way you wore devotion on your beautiful face. I'm a forensic detective of the method you used to keep me addicted while I was being abused by the lie. And the applause is deafening, the critics are sold on the story of us that was never actually gold. Oh, the curtain is rising, oh, there's no more disguising the fake, 'cause that was an Oscar performance tonight. The way you cried, it held me in the light. You played the lover so well, I forgot it one time, while you were practicing the exit in the heart. I'm standing in the lobby, clutching the ghost of the man I thought I loved the most. Hope Oscar performance. I hope the fame was worth the penance. Yeah, now check the screenplay, check the subtext, check the lead. I'm a forensic detective of the things I didn't read. Yeah, you were one hero on the carpet of Satan the press, while you were leaving my spirit in a 4K mess. Was it for the status? Was it for the win? To see how many hearts you be keeping self in. I'm a 4K disaster in a Satan tear gown, wiping the glitter from Miss High Society town. Oh, you're the winner, I'm the trophy you lead. Stuck in the silence of the things I believe are real, but the credits are rolling and the names are all wrong. I was just a melody in a narcissist song.
And the award goes to the one who never felt a thing. And the award goes to
the shadow in the wind. God, you were so believable.
That was an Oscar performance today. The way you cried and held me in the light. You could have never so well, I forgot it was on. How you were practicing the exit in my
Take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow.
You used to say I was tough, but you kept folding me over and over. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to catch. I'm transparent, yeah, you can see the ink bleed through every secret, every lie that I kept for you. I'm a rough draft, a messy sketch on a page, stuck in the margins of this quiet paper cage. You treat me like a notebook you can just throw away, writing your excuses in a permanent gray. I'm fragile at the seams, I'm thin in the light, trying to survive the static of another long night. I used to have a shell, used to have a wall. Now I'm just a sheet of white waiting to fall. And the air feels like a razor, and the words feel like a pen, tracing all the places where I'm breaking again. I'm thin and the world is getting in, 'cause I got paper skin and a heart made of glass, watching every shadow of us slowly pass. One touch and I'm folding, one breath and I'm torn. I'm the ghost of the girl that I was before. I was worn, yeah, you left your mark, you left your stain. Now I'm just a canvas for the middle of the rain. Paper skin, I'm ripping at the edge.
Yeah, look. People cuss, they sting the worst when they come from you. 1,000 tiny slices in everything we do. I'm a bestseller that you never even read, just a stack of old remember ones inside of my head. You're the author of the ache, the architect of the rep, watching me lose my balance and losing my grip. I'm handled with neglect, I'm crumpled in the dark. A high definition soul with a low budget mark. Is this what you wanted? A girl who can't stand just a handful of confetti in the palm of your hand. I'm a masterpiece or maybe a tragedy awake, getting shredded by the weight of this artificial fate.
If you write goodbye, does it ever come off? If you tear the page, is the silence too soft?
I'm too thin for this love.
'Cause I got paper skin and a heart made of glass, watching every shadow of us slowly pass. One touch and I'm folding, one breath and I'm torn. I'm the ghost of the girl that I was before. I was in a line on the floor, right where your shoes used to wait by the door. I'm lying on my side, staring into space where I used to memorize the lines of your face. The sheets are still cold, though I've been here for hours, tending to a memory like it's wilting flowers. I whisper goodnight and I wait for a sound, but the silence is the only thing left to be found. I ask you how your day was, I ask if you're tired. I'm playing with a fuse that is already fried. I'm talking to the shadows, I'm talking to the air, trying to convince myself that you're still there. And it's just pillow talk with a ghost in the dark, trying to find a flame in a cool dying spark. I'm telling you my secrets, I'm telling you my fears, while the cotton is drinking up all of my tears. You don't say a word, but I hear every line in this hollow heart in heaven of yours and mine. Yeah, I'm losing my mind just to keep you close, in a little bit of pillow talk with a ghost. I'm wearing your t-shirt, the one with the hole, trying to patch up the leak in my soul. I can still smell the cedar in the hint of your skin, and the threads of the fabric where the us used to begin. I tell you a joke and I wait for the laugh, but the map for this bedroom is a lonely one half. I'm reaching my hand out to touch your shoulder, but the night just gets darker and the room just gets colder. I ask you for the truth, I ask you to stay, knowing you're 1,000 miles off, nothing away. I'm whispering I love you to the side of the bed, where the ghost of your body is all in my head. And it's just pillow talk with a ghost in the dark, trying to find a flame and a cool dying spark. I'm telling you my secrets, I'm telling you my fears, while the cotton is drinking up all of my tears. You don't say a word, but I hear every line in this hollow-hearted heaven of yours and mine. Yeah, I'm losing my mind just to keep you close, in a little bit of pillow talk with a ghost. Cause nothing is a monster that's always becoming everything. Ghost in the dark, watching the end and leave a permanent mark. I told you my secrets, I gave you my ears. Now the cotton is heavy with the weight of my tears. You don't say a word, you just touch a sign in this hollow-hearted heaven of yours and mine. Sun starts to rise, the shadows turn gray, and just like a breath you flicker away. I'm still awake. I've read our story 1,000 times, beginning, middle, but there's a gap in the center, a place where the why should be, and I'm just falling through it. I'm tracing back the timeline, frame by frame, trying to find a moment that you forgot my name. And scene one, you were holding my hand in the rain. And scene two, you were promising to take away the pain. But then we jumped to the end, into the cold and alone, with a 4K version of our heart turned to stone. There's a chapter missing, there's a page ripped out, in a high definition middle of the shadow of doubt. I'm a forensic detective, but I used to be, searching for the logic of what you did to me. And in every break-in, searching for the dialogue you refuse to speak. Oh, the ink is fading, oh, the truth is waiting in the silence. A vacuum in my soul. Yeah, look, check a sequence, check the motive, check the lead. I'm a forensic detective of the things I didn't read. You were a hero in the morning, a villain by the night. Without a single scene to make the transition right. Was it a secret? Was it a lie? Was it the part of the story you didn't want me to try? I'm a 4K disaster in a velvet line cell, wiping the mascara from the cinematic hellhole. The inconsistency, I'm the cause, searching for the version of the us that got lost. I'm rereading the text, I'm replaying the tapes, trying to make sense of your emotional escapes. How do we get from I can't breathe without you to I don't even think about you? The math doesn't add up, 'cause I'm falling through a black hole in our script, losing my balance with a storyline tripped. You were always on page 10 and gone on page 12, leaving me with nothing but this empty room to share. I'm still looking for the missing page. They tell me I'm lucky, that I got the dream, the labels, the life. The mascara runs the same on silk, and you can't buy back the way you used to look at me. I'm sitting in the back of a blacked out car, wondering how we ever got this far apart. From the us in the vintage jeans to the stranger in the high definition scenes. I'm wearing a fortune, I'm draped in the best, but there's a lead heavyweight sitting in my chest. This bag cost a mortgage, these shoes are a lie, walking me away from the you and I. I'm a 5-star tragedy in a gold leaf frame, watching the world forget my real name. And the flashes are bright, but the room is so dark. I'm a high fashion ghost with a jagged little mark. I'm perfect on the outside and dying on the floor, 'cause I'm crying Prada tears tonight, sold on the satin in the neon light. You can't tailor the act, you can't stitch the hole in the middle of my designer song. Yeah, the label says luxury, but the feeling is cheap. I'm sinking in the sequence that I can't even keep. Prada Tears, high fashion, low spirit, nobody's home. Yeah, look, check the receipt, check the cost, check the price. I traded my heart for a handful of ice. I'm a Vogue cover version of a mental breakdown, wearing the weight of a diamond in quest to crown. Is it worth it? The likes and the views and the glow, when I got no one to talk to when the curtains go down. I'm a forensic detective of my own regret, buying more things that I'm trying to forget. You're a dues and I found your memory unlocked, while I'm standing in the lobby and the doors are all locked. I'm stripping off the leather, I'm throwing out the fur. It's time to find the girl that I actually were. Does it look better when I'm bleeding the style? Can you see this morning.